In today's video, we're going to be talking all the things homeschool, as well as how we process apples to make apple juice.
Keep it. This knife's a good one. Watch, so that our fingers are out of the way. Put the knife on, push down. Then your fingers aren't in the way, sweetheart. You want me to cut them in half the first time?
I think that would be okay.
I got it.
All right. Really, Charlie? Do you want an apple?
No.
Okay. So first we have to cut all the apples into quarters. We don't skin them or peel them, whatever. We don't core them, nothing.
Apples.
You want an apple now?
No, I want to cut it.
No, you can't cut it.
I want to.
We just chop them into quarters and throw them in our pot. All right, so they cut up all the apples. We put them into the stock pot, and you add just a little bit of water on the bottom. I don't know, what, an inch, 2 inches maybe?
I got a couple inches in there.
Couple inches of water in there, and that's just so that you don't scorch the bottom. Basically, you're not boiling the apples, you're just softening them because you need them to release their juices. All right, so now we're getting ready to press, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let's test the apples.
Daddy.
Make sure that they're soft enough.
Mama, I want to get more.
Yep, that looks pretty good.
More, Mama.
All right. So that's my little, Brett made me my bigger cheese press looking thing. Or my mold, not the press. This is the actual press. This is just the mold. All right. Yes, you dump it with the water in it.
A little water ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Woo! Steaming. Hey, can you guys shut my door, please?
Charlie, shut the door.
You gonna use a zip tie this time or not? You're just gonna fold it over? Okay. So basically he's just tucking it and then putting it on the press.
I oiled it last night.
You oiled it? Oh. She needs
I know.
you.
Well, you're gonna have to wait, honey.
Just a minute, Charlie. All right. Here we go. That's not doing anything
Yes,
with
it
it.
is.
With it turning like that, it
The
is?
screw's still going down.
Oh, all right, I guess. Oh, there we go. So we're just pressing all the juice out of the apples. When it gets to a certain point, we'll let it sit for a little bit, like that. And then after a while, we'll come back and tighten it up again until we get as much of the appley goodness out as we can. All right, that is what we got from the first batch of apples that we did. Just a little 3-gallon bucket. Now we will take this, and you could do one of two things. You could use this as is and just drink it straight, or we usually add a little more water to it. So this is more like a concentrate. So we are going to can it in quart jars, and then when we go to drink it, we will add a little bit of water to it. If it's too tart, we might need to add a little bit of sugar. Another way you can get rid of the tartness in apples is use cream of tartar when you're when you have them on the stove. Just mix, what was it, a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, something like that. I'll have to look it up again. Of cream of tartar, and mix it in with your apples, and that helps to alleviate some of that tartness. But there you go. That is how we do apple juice. All right, so how hot did you get it?
I don't know, 150, 160.
Okay. And then the jars are warm.
Hot jars, yeah, warm jars.
Hot, warm jars, yep. And then we process it for 10 minutes, right?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5. I'm sorry.
5 minutes for quarts and pints, 10 minutes for half gallons. But
And this is water bath canning.
Our water bath.
Stop, Elijah. I'm talking to Dad.
Our water bath doesn't
Do half gallons.
do half gallons.
So, okay. All right. And then they go into storage. All right. It's getting to be school time. And we need to get our yearly school stuff set up. So I thought I would take a moment just to show you some of the curriculum that we are going to be using. And how we kind of structure our school. We have everyone, if Elijah wanted to do school, he could. I have things for him preschool level. But Evie is 1st grade all the way up to 9th grade this year. So first things first, each kid has their own little box. And we use those in the box. They also have a little 3-ring binder that has their school schedule. And so I just write in what the subject is and then what they're expected to do each day of the week or whatever. They can choose which subject you do first. What's your favorite subject to do first?
I like English or social.
Okay, to do first? Okay. Timothy usually likes to do math and get it out of the way because that's Timothy. Anyway, so I put their schedule on that paper. They can choose which one they want to do first. As long as it all gets done that day, I don't really mind. So in their boxes is whatever that week's work is going to be. So whether it is a consumable type of material, whether it's a when we were using regular textbooks, that would go in there. What else goes in your guys' box?
Our pieces
Yeah, that's what I said, the consumable stuff. Pencils.
and erasers.
Yeah, and any like, if we're gonna be doing projects throughout the week, so like colored paper or glue sticks or, you know, things of that nature. Whatever they're gonna be working on that week that can go into a box, goes into their box. All right, so when we are doing elementary levels, most of the time we use what are called ACE PACES. These are consumable workbooks, fairly inexpensive. I think this is like $3. Inflation, so I don't know, don't quote me. But each subject, so science has a set of paces, usually they're 10 paces for the entire year. English has it, blah, blah, blah. We found ACE PACES back when I first started teaching my oldest, Nicole, who has graduated as a homeschooler. When she was in the 5th grade, that's when we pulled her out of school and started homeschooling and have been doing that ever since. You didn't know that? Yeah. Nikki went to school up until she was in 5th grade, and then we pulled her out. And then Nikki wanted to go back to school in 6th grade. And so I said, I guess I wasn't really happy with it, but she said that's what she wanted to do. I got rid of all my homeschool stuff because I thought, well, I didn't have as many kids as I have now. Let's just say that much. And I figured she wasn't going to go back to homeschooling. I wasn't going to push it. I got rid of everything. 1 week later, on a Sunday night, she came to me and said, Mom, I want to go back to homeschooling. And I said, okay, when are you thinking? She said, starting tomorrow. So I ended up having to buy most of my stuff again. But anyway, so that's how we started with ACE. My friend Ruth Ann, her private school that her kids go to at her church, they actually use ACE as their curriculum.
They do?
Yep, they do. So we have done multiple different curriculums. We've done online curriculums such as We did Time for Learning,
Yep.
Monarch.
I remember, there was this one that we did. It was like kind of for Evie. It was where Timothy learned typing and.
Oh, education.com.
Yes.
We use the games from education.com. That is a really good resource.
I learned how to count my dimes and I learned how to count
Yep.
my money.
Yep.
And Timothy learned how to type, and I also was learning how to type a little. So.
Yep. That is a good resource. It goes all the way up, I believe, all the way up to 12th grade. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember. Maybe
we
I'll.
haven't done that for so long.
I know. Maybe I'll look it up and post a little blurb and let you know if it goes all the way to 12th grade. But we did that. What else did we do? We've done a lot of little unit studies.
We did Good and the Beautiful.
Oh, yep. We did Good and the Beautiful for a while. I can't think of anything else that we did.
But I feel like we did more.
Apologia, their science curriculum, the days of creation, the birds, fish, the mammals, all that. So we did use those textbooks and workbooks for a little bit.
We were also learning about the United States of America. We were declaring the flag.
Oh yeah, we did that unit study on our own. We also did a Pokemon. We made our own Pokemon cards, but we used actual animals. I made the kids, I put a bunch of different animals and species in a hat. And
we had to just pick random ones. I got a whale, a frog, and a bird.
No, I thought there was only 2.
Oh yeah, no, then I got the
I
whale
remember
and
the
bird.
whale.
I got the whale and the bird. I did a African gray parrot, and then I did a blue whale. The biggest whale there was in the sea. Can't remember which whale it was.
Well, that's not helping.
I think it was
blue whale.
I think it was the blue whale because I also looked up how wide it can open its mouth.
Yep.
And how long it is.
Yep. So we did those. We turned them into little Pokemon cards with the picture, and we wrote down facts about them and stuff like that. So we've kind of done a lot of different things. This year we are again using Ace Paces, but that is for Sammy and Evie. The majority of their school is all going to be done using the Ace Paces. Okay, somebody had to change chairs. So anyway, we'll be doing the majority of the Ace with the girls. And now Timothy's a little different because he started high school. So with high school, we usually switch to life packs, okay? And they're again another consumable type workbook. They have
Stuff to read.
10, there's stuff to read in them.
Blanks to fill out.
Yep.
About what you read.
Yep, I think there's 10. Each one of these books is a unit. So I think there's 10 units in each subject. And for him, certain subjects are going to be either one semester or the full year. It all depends. So that's one of the things he's going to be doing. Then we also went to, we also went to something called Not Consumed. We have used Not Consumed for Bible studies with the kids, and we loved them. When I found out that they did homeschool stuff, I was really, really impressed. So this consumer math, again, it's another, just a consumable workbook. Everything from your first job, figuring out your paycheck, how to do sales tax, make a budget, write out a check, balance your bank statement, doing your taxes, because so we're going to try this curriculum out this year and see how it goes. Normally we do for consumer math, we would use the Life Pack consumer math. They have a lot of different electives at Life Pack, but we just decided to go with this not consumed one. The other thing that we are going to do with not consumed is we are doing a hymnal study this year. This is going to be for both music and Bible.
Christian, what kind of music? You mean like on the piano and stuff?
No, we're not gonna. Well, if you want to play it, you can. But these are hymnals, like we sing at church. You know, like when Mr. Morey does it or
Yeah.
Daddy does it right up front at first. That's what hymnals are. So we're going to be studying all the words of hymnals, where they came from, who wrote them, all things about them. So there's vocabulary words, some copy work in there. Oh, it is well with my soul. I like that one. Little Bible lessons. Oh, there's even a map of Jerusalem and Israel. Okay. So that is what we are doing for Bible and music. And then I bought, and I will link to it, but I can't say I like it yet because it hasn't come. But I purchased a dissection kit, so we're gonna do some biology, and there's 3 different specimens. There's a grasshopper. It was either a grasshopper or a crayfish. I can't remember.
It was grasshopper.
Was it grasshopper?
Yeah.
Grasshopper, worm, and a frog in this kit, and it comes with the scalpels, like a little knife type thing, a precision knife. The scalpel, the pins, you know, all the things that you need to be able to dissect, and it comes with like a little booklet of, you know, this is where you would find the heart or the brain or, you know, pancreas or whatever it is. But like I said, that hasn't come yet, but I will link you to it in the description in case you want to look it up. It wasn't really expensive. I think it was $25, maybe $30 after shipping, give or take. So we're going to be doing that. And then I like to utilize paid teachers a lot. And I use that for mostly unit studies. And so this year what I did get off of them was a cell unit study. And so that will kind of break up their, like Timothy will do it on his own during his biology lesson. But for the girls, I'll bring it down to their level and we'll kind of break up their science.
I don't like how I don't have something to...
So you should have probably said stuck with the chair. Sticked. You probably should have sticked with the chair. Anyway, so we'll break down, or not break down, I'm sorry. We'll put it at the girls' level, and then we'll break up some of their ACE PACEs with this cellular unit. Other than that, for things such as health, we do a lot of like those about your body books for girls, or about your body books for boys.
I even did one of them before.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You read one, but it wasn't.
I can't remember.
That's okay. I don't remember what it was called, but you did. Nikki did them too. But they basically, you know, they talk about, you know, puberty and changes like that, whatever, hygiene.
I've read about puberty and one more. I remember what it was.
Hygiene, grooming, that kind of stuff.
I think that was.
Okay. So we read in specific books about that kind of stuff. For physical education, for Timothy, it's not necessarily a requirement right now, but he does do volunteer hours with our Awana program at church on Wednesday nights. And so there's game time and things like that. So he does that. Girls do a lot of game time on Wednesday night Awanas. Plus, I mean, they're out and about here, running around, you know, doing whatever. Yeah.
What's this?
What?
In Teen Terrace,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be moving up to
I
to
know.
LITs, but if they do choose to be an LIT,
Hmm.
there's too many LITs and kids.
I know we are going to have a lot of LITs
There
this
should be
year.
less LITs than kids.
That would be the goal, but what else? We also, we use a lot of things around the house too. Learning doesn't have to happen just in books. We do home economics. I mean, we're making apple juice. The kids are learning how to do that. They're learning the proper way to cut with a knife. Sometimes the kids help cook. They learn horticulture. We garden. We, determine male and female flowers so we can help pollinate. We know what it means to cross-pollinate, all that kind of stuff. So learning here isn't just writing and remembering. It's also living and doing. So, yeah, I think that's about it for what we're doing this year. I hope it gave you some ideas. I'll try to link in the description all of the curriculums pieces that we're using this year. And again, things that we have used in the past, such as Monarch and Time for Learning and that kind of thing. And you guys always know you can find me on Instagram. And if you have any questions about homeschooling, I'm not a legal expert, so I can't give you legal advice, but I can tell you things that we've done for our state with their requirements and whatnot. And yeah, so happy homeschooling if you need to.
Can you bring him here?
Yep. There you are.
Thank you.
Yep. I forgot. I was going to show you this. So for the younger grades in elementary grades, we have a box that we call our manipulative box. And that has different things such as, so counting blocks. There's a whiteboard with the lines for penmanship. We have a dice bingo game. Books.
I remember. I used to read those.
Yep, and you did these too. This is a reading booster pack from The Good and the Beautiful. So we have that. We've got little games.
Just for like math and learning and.
Yep, all that kind of stuff. Just some dice. Numbered dice. There's tanagrams, magnetic blocks. I mean, there's a ton of different things. And we use that with the younger grades just to help them. Some kids are kinetic learners. They like to do while they're learning. And that's fine. And this is just one way we help to facilitate that. Something that Elijah, my littlest, might start this year is pen and pencil control. If he doesn't want to do it, I'm not pushing him. This is just something that I purchased for if he wants to. Basically, you give him a big crayon or a big marker and they follow the lines.
Like one of these big pencils.
Yep, but for Elijah, I would probably give him a marker because pencils are even harder than that. So, forgot to show you that, but that was the other part of our homeschool stuff. So.